Hi friends, welcome back to another course video. Today you will be learning how to modify list. Today we'll be using various built-in functions. Some are going to be new while rest of them will be the functions that we have already encountered. If you don't know how to perform modification of list, then that means you learned nothing about list. In the next video, you will be learning how to search specific values in list. You can modify the content of a list as needed. Modifying a list means to change a particular entry, add a new entry, or remove an existing entry. To perform this task, you must sometimes read an entry. The concept of modification is found within the acronym CRUD, which stands for Create, Read, Update and Delete. Here are the list of functions associated with CRUD. Notice that the square brackets are empty. List 2 doesn't contain any entries. You can create empty list that you will fill with information later. In fact, this is precisely how many lists start because you usually don't know what information they will contain until the user interacts with the list. So start by saying print len list 2. So when using len function with strings, len function will tell you the total number of individual characters in a string that determines the length of that string. With list, len function counts how many elements / items in a list. We will get 0 when we run the code. So let's run it. Because the list is empty. Instead of manually adding a value like this, we can use the append function. It will add an item at the end of the list. So start by saying list2 dot append. We will say 2, any value you would like. So the append function only takes one argument, which is the value / item. Let's run the code again. The number 1 notifies that there is one item in the list. If you want, you can try adding more values using the append function. The disadvantage of using the append function is that it will always add the new value at the end. This is where the insert function comes into the scene. Insert function allows you to add a value in a specific location. It requires two arguments. First argument tells the location of the value. Index number is used to tell the location. The second argument is obviously the value. As you see here in this list, 3 is missing. We can use the insert function to add 3 in the correct place. So first we will insert the value. So start by saying list2 dot insert, then 2, and the value will be 3. Let's print it now. So print list2. I will run the code. As you see, we get the desired results. There is a function named copy. Copying is often used to create a temporary version of an existing list so that a user can make temporary changes to it rather than to the original list. When the user is done, the application can either delete the temporary list or copy it to the original list. So start by saying list3, we will create a new variable equal list2 dot copy. So now both of these variables have the same values. Now we need to use extend function. Extend function allows you to copy all of the values of a list and append them to another list. In this case, we will take all of the values of list 3 and append them to list 2. To accomplish this task, we will have to say list2 dot extend list3. Next, we will have to print list2. Let's run the code now. As you see, we get the desired results. The last function that I will teach you is called clear. It will clear all of the information a list has. So start by saying list2 dot clear. And now to check if all of the information is indeed clear, we will have to use the len function. If all of the information is clear, then we should get 0 as our answer. So I will say len list2. Let's run the code. And indeed the information is gone now.